To address some important conversations happening across the WNBA, including remarks made earlier this week by Nafisa Collier.
No one expected what unfolded when a WNBA commissioner reportedly learned about a seemingly harmless advertisement and completely unraveled. What was supposed to be just another Caitlin Clark endorsement suddenly set off internal turmoil, urgent phone calls, tense executive meetings, and an uncomfortable stretch of silence. Here's the twist. The commercial itself followed every rule. What it truly damaged was ego. Stay tuned because the reaction exposes far more than the ad ever openly showed.
One of the moments a lot of people has been waiting on, of course, Caitlin Clark now has her own brand logo with Nike, and everybody's been like, where's the love? Where's the rest of the love been? We've been very critical of Nike on this channel for that. I would have loved to have seen Caitlin Clark say, you know what? I'm going to get away from my agent. I'm going to get away from Nike. I'm going to go with somebody else. Agent and brand representation for shoes and other athletic.
Christmas Day was supposed to be off limits. Not spiritually, but in the corporate sense where inboxes go quiet, phones stop vibrating, and executives act as if a year full of missteps has politely taken a one-day break.
You saw it in my statement, but I have the utmost respect for Nafisa and for every single player in our league. They are at the center of everything we do. I was disheartened to hear that some players feel the league and me personally do not care about them or listen to them. And if the players in the W don't feel appreciated and valued by the league, then we have to do better and I have to do better. We know how great these players are on and off the court, how much they mean to our league, our fans, and our communities. If they don't feel that, I will do everything I can to change that. No one should ever doubt.
The WNBA leadership was relying on exactly that pause. After months filled with soaring ratings, nonstop controversy, locker room tension, and online clashes that resembled celebrity drama more than sports debate, quiet felt like relief.
Giving us a commercial, stirring up some buzz, giving us a potential release date, a time frame for when her shoe's going to come out, her signature collection already slowly starting to trickle out.
The plan was straightforward. Let sports coverage center on football outcomes, holiday basketball games, and ugly sweater mishaps instead of women's basketball controversy. Then Nike arrived precisely at 10 a.m. and decided calm was highly overrated.
Hey, this is dropped on Christmas. They waited to Christmas. I assume this will probably come out during NBA basketball today. Caitlin Clark's quote from Anywhere Nike ad features Travis Scott and the Kelsey brothers. They are in this ad. We're one step closer to Caitlin Clark's signature shoe unveiling. But before that, the moment has arrived in 2026. Nike has released the first official spot centered around the women's basketball.
This message did not arrive through league outlets, team pages, or any WNBA-managed channel that could be softened, reframed, or cautiously explained. Nike went straight to the public with a sleek, confident, completely unapologetic 30-second message starring Caitlin Clark front and center. Instantly, a calm holiday morning turned into a full-blown emergency at league offices. This was not a routine sneaker commercial. This was Nike signaling they were moving independently.
First official Nike ad for her merchandise line for the CC logo with all of it dropped, and it is so good. And then they went and dropped a second one. They're both on her Instagram. I'm going to show you some of the first. First of all, it features some heavy hitters. Second of all, the way that it features so many places that were important to Caitlin Clark is just so thoughtful and incredible. Her neighborhood in West Des Moines, the University of Iowa, the Indiana Fever, the New Heights spot.
Why would a single advertisement reportedly send the commissioner into full holiday crisis mode? To understand that, you have to understand how the WNBA has long operated. For years, the league prioritized unity. The institution comes before the individual. The brand matters most, equal exposure for everyone because no single player should rise above the system. It sounds fair, safe, and cooperative. It also collapses the moment a true superstar arrives. Enter Caitlin Clark, carrying Nike's influence like a demolition tool. This commercial went beyond sports promotion. It felt like a movie trailer. Snow-covered scenery, cinematic visuals, cultural weight in every frame. cameos from figures wealthy enough to buy multiple WNBA franchises without hesitation.
Sporting Goods giving Caitlin Clark her own part of the website. We've been on Nike's neck as of lately. Dare I say, this actually shows some creativity? Dare I say this Caitlin Clark is proof that you can make it from anywhere is brilliant? Let's take a look. Make it from anywhere, of course. Of course, at face value, anywhere.
What was missing was just as powerful as what appeared. No major league branding. No suggestion this was about lifting women's basketball as a whole. The focus landed on one athlete, one company, one message, one identity. She doesn't exist inside the system. She reshapes it. That is reportedly where the anger ignited. When your job centers on balance, optics, and authority, watching a sponsor publicly demonstrate that your approval doesn't matter feels less like marketing and more like defiance. Nike didn't just showcase Caitlin Clark. Nike placed her above the league. No permission requests, no coordination, no illusion of collaboration. They posted it and let the internet do the rest. Board members began demanding answers. In the middle of the chaos, the commissioner realized the ground had shifted. While everything was being carefully managed internally, the commercial content made matters worse. No WNBA footage, no reference to league history.
Shoe is on her way! Yesterday on Christmas, Nike finally dropped a commercial featuring Caitlin Clark and her new Nike logo. Last year, she signed an 8-year deal for $24 million with Nike, which includes a signature shoe. And then we hadn't heard anything about it for forever. Now she's finally getting a commercial showing her shoe is on the way. And while the commercial's not up to like Asia Wilson levels of fun, it's still a cute little commercial featuring shooting her signature logo 3, stating from anywhere, meaning she can shoot from anywhere. And the commercial has cute little Easter egg featuring like her upward team from when she was a kid, her driver from where she used to practice.
No visual signs that this star operates within any broader structure. The ad lived entirely in Clark's world. A driveway became a stage. Snowfall set the mood. Distance turned symbolic. The message was unmistakable. Her reach goes beyond arenas, institutions, and borders. From anywhere was not just a slogan. It was a warning. Executives felt that warning land hard. The unspoken deal had always been mutual benefit between sponsors and leagues. You lift us, we lift you, you sell products, we sell tickets. This commercial erased that agreement entirely. Nike made it clear their loyalty does not lie with WNBA branding. The timing amplified the damage. Remember that equity-focused project promoted as revolutionary, sold as the future of the sport, publicly praised by the commissioner as the solution for off-season visibility and player income. Privately, it reportedly offered Caitlin Clark unprecedented compensation, minimal obligations, a chance to headline another experimental venture. She declined without hesitation.
We have been waiting for Caitlin Clark to make her return to the Kelsey Brothers New Heights podcast. She made her way back and talked about her new sneaker that's going to be dropping. They're going to be better than Jordans, better than Kobe's, all of that. All of that. I can't wait to get mine. I can't wait.
But the one thing I'm frustrated with is I think she has the worst marketing team ever. I've never seen a marketing team that allows a player to completely alienate her consumer base. Guys, I didn't watch a shoe commercial. What I watched was Nike still trying to do a diversity.
At the time, the narrative claimed she was wrong, passing on an opportunity to grow the game, choosing comfort over duty. Then Christmas morning arrived and Nike's ad wiped that storyline away in 30 seconds. The data told a brutal story. Clark's commercial generated more engagement in a single day than the rival league's entire rollout combined. Not slightly more, dramatically more. These are the figures that quietly remove slides from executive decks. The truth became unavoidable. The league did not create Caitlin Clark's fame. She was dragging the league forward on her own. Once that reality settles in, leverage disappears. Stars don't donate their value. This looked like Super Bowl-level production, not casual seasonal content, and every shot reflected major investment, making the contrast impossible to ignore. Here sat Caitlin Clark as the centerpiece of a massive marketing machine. Meanwhile, her league continues to struggle with basic production quality, limited distribution, and salaries that fall far short of her outside earning power. The commercial didn't just sell shoes. It exposed the gap between individual value and organizational reward.
Well, kinda. It's not like Caitlin Clark fell off or anything, but she was just absent for so much of 2025 after the huge 2024. And it seems like things are lining up for her to have a massive 2026. There's really three reasons behind that. I'll go through them one after the other. But the first reason is the Nike collab, right? We've seen the commercial. It's I feel like going to go down as one of those iconic spots that people will remember for a long time.
For a commissioner handling negotiations and long-term planning, that represents a nightmare scenario because now every player, every agent, and every bargaining voice has proof that significant money exists. It simply isn't moving through league pipelines. Ownership groups weren't pleased either. When your most valuable asset fuels a marketing phenomenon, and none of the revenue reaches you, uncomfortable questions follow quickly. Where is our share? Why weren't we involved? Why does it look like we're watching from the sidelines while Nike cashes in? Consider other elite athletes, champions, decorated veterans, consistent performers. Many are Nike partners and equally worthy of attention. Yet the difference in presentation was undeniable. Clark's ad felt cinematic. Others felt routine. Fairness didn't matter here. In sports marketing, perception rules. The belief that one player received premium treatment while others got standard exposure intensified existing resentment.
For the Caitlin Clark sneaker since Iowa. Honestly, we've been waiting since Iowa. I don't know what took Nike so long. Maybe she'll break it down. I feel like they should have had her signature sneaker ready to go for her rookie season. Like, it should have been ready to go. She should not have had to wait until year 3. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Y'all put the Caitlin Clark stuff on hold because of an Asia Wilson sneaker? We know why y'all did it. Y'all didn't want outrage.
Veterans who had carried league responsibilities for years watched a first-year player receive marketing treatment, usually reserved for legends. Resentment doesn't need logic to grow. It only needs visible imbalance. The commissioner had already spent 2 seasons trying to preserve order amid questionable fouls, targeting accusations, and social media battles. The league was already walking a fine line between competition and chaos. This commercial didn't disrupt that balance. It shattered it. From that point on, every hard foul gets re-examined. Every rivalry feels personal. Every aggressive moment feeds narratives of favoritism and disrespect. When the game becomes commentary, the product suffers. Nike went further still. No acknowledgement of history, no salute to pioneers, no ceremonial respect for legacy. The ad skipped tradition entirely, no permission sought, no waiting for institutional blessing. It placed Clark alongside global male icons and dared anyone to object. For longtime supporters and retired players who value tradition, it felt like erasure.
He has done that, over the generations and with some of their athletes. But we saw that launch on Christmas Day, which lets you know that the arrival of the shoes and the other things are imminent. The merch, obviously, is already out there and available. The message there, you can make it from anywhere. You see New Heights, which she was back on. Well, I'll play you some of that in just a second. But you got all of this snowballing. And when that shoe arrives and all of this stuff drops in the spring, heading into the 2026 WNBA season, that only puts her back.
For the commissioner, another diplomatic nightmare followed. How do you keep veteran trust when the future is marketed as separate from the foundation? Then came the personal layer, that remark about gratitude that never disappeared. It was meant to assert authority, but statements age poorly when power shifts. This commercial became the perfect rebuttal. Without saying anything, it proved Caitlin Clark owes no one thanks. Her value stands alone. She brings viewers, attracts sponsors, drives attention, and that imbalance destabilizes systems. Once the debate changes from whether a player fits the league to whether the league deserves the player, everything changes. Suddenly independent paths feel logical. When a 30-second clip outperforms full organizational campaigns, imagine the possibilities of tours, global exhibitions, or sponsor-driven alternatives. Nike sees this. Amazon sees this. Media giants see this.
Side of her coach. None of these people are the people who root for Caitlin Clark. And y'all remember, I've said on previous videos, Angel Reese may not be the basketball player that Caitlin Clark is, but Angel Reese's marketing team does something very well, and that is catering to and maximizing her base. We all know who watch Caitlin Clark, guys. It's a conservative male audience, and Nike wants nothing to do with that. And when I saw that commercial yesterday,
the commissioner sees it as well, which explains why the reaction reportedly felt so intense. Anger is easier than admitting vulnerability. Even the global angle added pressure. That slogan promised worldwide reach, international recognition, global fans. Then overseas audiences realized they couldn't even buy the advertised products. Social platforms erupted with frustration. Confusion turned into outrage. And the commissioner now manages a structure never designed for this level of individual influence. The irony is clear. The commercial didn't create the problem. It revealed it. The outrage wasn't about sneakers. It was about losing control of the story, about realizing change arrived early without permission. Christmas morning was supposed to be calm. Instead, it delivered the year's loudest message. The league can preach collective success forever. Fans have already chosen their star. Once that happens, no holiday calm can undo it. The hard truth is the league now reacts to momentum instead of shaping it. Every move becomes damage mitigation. Every statement sounds defensive. Every push toward unity feels forced. The system was built to distribute attention evenly, not absorb this kind of gravitational pull. So the anger made sense. It was recognition. Recognition that power had shifted. Old strategies no longer worked, and the next era of women's basketball might not wait for institutional approval. When one commercial can redraw power overnight, the silence that follows is not peace. It is unease.